In this video, we'll take a look at how to enter all of the information that you've put together so far. The images, the title, the description, the bullets, all of that. How do we actually enter that into Amazon Seller Central so that it shows on our product listing? Okay, so let's go to inventory first, then manage inventory. And then here's the cookie cutter set. Basically click on edit. So don't click on the drop down, click on the edit button. Right when you click on the edit button, it should pull up a page that looks just like this. So again, this is the exact page that we were at when we first initially set up our product listing. But now we're, before we just filled out all of the required stuff, now we're actually going to fill out everything step by step. So let's go through this. Product name, this refers to the title. So earlier we had just put cookie cutter set. Now that we have an actual title that we put together, go ahead and go back to your title and paste that in there. Okay, so here's my title, and this will most likely show up. It says possible capitalization error just because all of our words are capitalized. Not a big deal, just click on ignore. Manufacturer, so this is basically the same as pretty much the brand name, so you can just put the same there. Model number, you don't have to worry about that. This stuff you don't have to worry. Color here, I'm just going to put stainless steel. Size, you don't necessarily have to worry about that. Brand name, that's important, so again, just make it the same as the manufacturer's name. We had already put our UPC/EAN number in there, so obviously that's already there. So we're done with this vital info tab. Now let's go to the offer tab. Here we already set the condition as new. We have our SKU that Amazon generated for us. Then we have our price. So our price, $19.99, sure, why not? Okay. And then here is the sale price. So it's important that you use these different prices as much as possible. I mentioned this in a previous module that there are 3 different prices that you can have show up on your Amazon listing. 2 of them are here under the offer tab, and 1 is under the more details tab. Okay, so let's take a look at that really quick, and then we'll go back to the offer tab. So the manufacturer's suggested retail price, the MSRP, this can be whatever you want it to be. This is a very arbitrary number, and this can honestly be whatever you want it to be. The higher this number is, the more of a discount, quote unquote, that will show up on the Amazon product listing. But of course, you don't want to make it too high where it's not even believable to the consumer. So let's just say for this set, I could potentially charge $29.99. Okay, so now that's my MSRP. Okay, it's $29.99. Now I go back to the offer, and if whatever price you want to sell it at should be here. So let's say my selling price here is $19.99. So I can make my actual price here. I can make my actual price here $24.99. So now it makes it seem like not only, and I can make this, $34.99. So it makes it more. So now I have this at $34.99. I have the next price, which is your price, at $24.99. So it's already a $10 discount, and then an additional $5 discount is here on $19.99. And the sales start date and end date, you can put here if you want. So just select the dates and make the other date as far into the future as you want it to be. And start selling date, you don't have to worry about that. All of these other things you don't necessarily have to worry about them. So we are done with the offer tab now. Again, in the offer tab, we just pretty much did the year price and the sale price, and we also looked at the MSRP under the more details. Then we go into images. So now here's where you upload all of your 9 images. As you can see, there are 9 total slots. This is your main image, and all of these are your other images. So I'm just gonna upload a couple of the images that I kind of stole from other people in their listings just for the purpose of this training. Don't judge me. Just so we can see how the the final listing will look. So I'm just going to upload 2 images for now. Of course, you should be uploading at the very minimum 7 and ideally 9 if you can. So upload all of those, just choose the file for each one, and when you click save and finish at the end of this process, they'll all upload. So don't worry about going to the next tab. These will still be here. They're not gonna they're not gonna be deleted or anything. You don't have to click save on this page or anything like that. As we mentioned in the previous video, or in a previous video, that they should be, high quality so that they're zoomable, as it says. So, all the descriptions or the requirements of the images are here. We pretty much went through these, during one of the previous lessons in this module. Next, we can go to the description tab, and here's where you put all of your bullets, and then you put your description here. So again, I don't actually have a description right now. I'm just going to put, this just so you can see how it looks. Again, this is the template, the format template that I had made for you in the description lesson of this module. And then the product features are the bullets, and these, of course, I stole from the other cookie cutter people. So, all right. I'm just going to paste these one at a time. We'll be right back. Okay, so I filled in all 5 of the bullets. I did change them a little bit. I just basically made certain parts of them caps, as I mentioned in the video about the bullets, that you should have certain words or phrases that are caps. So I did that. I also put the description in here. So we're done with this tab. Okay, so that's it for this description tab. Let's go next to the keywords tab. And here you want to begin with the search terms heading right here. So now you have 5 different areas. And this is extremely important because we're going to go back now and we're going to take a look at the keywords list that we compiled, and this is where we're going to put them in. So this is the back end of Seller Central. This is the back end of your product where you can put keywords so that it gives you an extra boost when people are searching for those keywords. So of course you should have these keywords in your title and in your bullets and in your description, but this is another area where you can put keywords so that they rank. Your product will show up and it will rank for these specific keywords whenever someone searches them on Amazon. So we're going to start here. We're going to go back to our long list of keywords, and of course a lot of these keywords in my specific example or my case study are not relating to my product. Okay, so for example, Star Wars or Mickey Mouse, right? My product doesn't have anything to do with that, especially if I'm doing a round cookie cutter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to identify the most relevant keywords that I can find. Okay, so all of these that I just selected, cookie cutter, set, cutters, kit, Christmas shapes, all are relevant. Okay, and there's a limited amount of space that you can go here. Okay, so as you can see, I put like 3 more spaces and I'm done. So that means that this specific space or search bar right here, this line is done. Now I have to go to the next one, and the important thing here is, first of all, you don't have to add any commas. Okay, this is actually proven through research and whatnot, that you don't have to put commas, even though the example itself shows commas. You don't. Amazon still treats every one of these as individual words. Also, there is no difference between phrases and words, so you don't have to, for example, put cookie cutter set. I could just take the set and put it at the end, and it'll still take each word. It's not gonna do phrases. So even if I was to put a comma here, it wouldn't make this cookie cutter set one phrase and then the other ones. It's not going to do that. So that's why commas are not important. You're just putting individual words, as many words as you can fit in these 5. Okay, so again, no commas. Try to put the most relevant keywords. So let's go back to our list. Leaf, Star Wars, letters, Thanksgiving, baby shower, star, dog bone, snowflake, storage, stamp, right? So maybe storage, if my thing's going to have like somewhat of a storage, so I'll put that word there. You want to, of course, put spaces between the words, just in case if that wasn't clear. Okay, what else do I have here? Okay, so our product might not be plastic, but guess what? Sometimes when people search for plastic, we may want to show up. Okay, so that's not, that's important. We just basically, even if our product doesn't necessarily relate directly to that keyword, we can still put it in. Okay, so again, you have to pretty much determine which of these words would be the most relevant, especially if you're running out of space. Okay, and that's what you have to keep in mind. What would people be searching for? No one's going to search for multi-purpose. Like, people aren't robots and they don't search for words like this. So you have to really find words that people would be searching for. So pastry, dough, biscuit, baking, those types of words people may search, whereas no one's going to search easy to clean or whatever. So let's see how much space we have. Okay, so we may be able to fit one more small word there. nothing here. And, okay, so if you add some spaces, then you can pretty much see how much room you have left. I don't have much room at all. I think maybe the word plain can fit there if I don't have it already. And yes, I think that's pretty much it. So these are essentially my most relevant keywords that I've put into these 5 spaces. Once you have these, then go ahead and paste them here. And of course, I'm doing this very quickly and kind of off the top of my head. I would probably put some more time into this, but just for the purposes of this training, I'm pretty much going through it fairly quickly. Then the intended use. Okay. So again, on this screen, on the keywords tab, we first looked at search terms, and we put them all in, and then we copied literally the exact lines here into the platinum keywords. It says for platinum merchants only, don't worry about that. Then we go down to intended use, so we could put baking, we can put cookies, we can check that there. We can put Christmas, all right, we can put recipes, and we can put cutting. Okay, again, off the top of my head, but maybe think more into this. Next, we look at target audience. So I'm going to select adults. I'm going to select children, women, girls, and sure, men, why not? Okay, so we got those. All right, and then other attributes. So round, stainless steel, plain metal, and one more. We can choose up to 5 here. So one more. Let's put circle. Okay. All right, and then subject matter. You can put cookie, cookies, cutters, or okay, fine, we'll put cookie cutters. Okay, what else? The subject matter. What is the product subject? What is the product about? So cookies, cutting, baking. And I always just basically look back at the search terms to give me ideas for these things, these terms. Okay, subject matter, let's put Christmas. And yeah, that's it. So we got 4 here, and then we selected 1 here. So we're basically good. So this is important because the more stuff you put here, a lot of times people leave this empty or they don't really worry about this or whatever. This is important stuff because the more stuff you put here, the more, if someone now searches Christmas, Christmas cookie cutter, whatever, my product will probably show up, on some page as a search result for that term, just because I've entered it here and I've included it, as part of my whatever bullets and title and whatnot. So it's important that you do this in the back end, even though it's not showing up on the front end, right? The front end, you have the title and the bullets and the description, and those are very important as well. But don't underestimate the importance of these on this keywords tab. Okay. So then we go into more details. We already talked about the MSRP. We scroll down here. The category we had already selected. That was the initial part of the product listing, creating the product listing. So we can scroll all the way down. Material, we can put stainless steel. Okay, then we just scroll down. Manufacturer warranty description. Here I like to put the name of the company. So mine was Cookie Cutters lifetime warranty or guarantee. Okay, and I think we might have to enter that one more time down below. So we scroll down, keep going. You don't necessarily need to worry about any of this stuff. Shape, you can put the shape if you want. If mine was round or whatever, I could put that. I don't know if they have it here. They don't. So, okay, then we just keep going. Finish type, stainless steel. Again, I can put that. Then we go down. Okay, and so there was nothing, there was no other area to enter our guarantee. So that was just that one there. And we are pretty much good. I'm just scrolling over this one more time just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, so it seems like we're good to go. So now again, we're just going to recap everything we've done so far. First we did the vital info, the title, manufacturer, put the color, then the brand. We already had the UPC. Then we did the offer. Okay, so we have your price, we have the sale price, and we talked about the different prices, looking at the MSRP from the more details, and then your price, and then selling price, putting a date on the selling price. Then we have the next tab, which is the images, so upload the images. Then we have the description, so the bullets, and then the description here. And then we have all the keywords, so we use that long list of keywords that we have to fill this out. Then we have more details in here, again, MSRP, and then we have some other stuff such as the category, and then the warranty description, the guarantee description, and that's it. Okay, so we filled everything out. Now what we're going to do is we basically scroll down on any page and we click on save and finish. Okay, excellent. So now you can see that it's basically, it says congratulations, your product is now listed for sale on Amazon. Of course, it's saying that, but we haven't actually, added inventory yet, or at least in this, training, in this case study, we haven't yet. And then also it says you have successfully updated your listings. It may take up to 15 minutes for your changes to propagate to all systems. So just because if you scroll down and you click on your product, certain things may show, certain things may not. So as you can see, it's pretty exciting to see, the titles there, the bullets are here, right? The images aren't there yet. It takes a little bit of time to upload, and then you scroll down and you see the product description. So this is pretty awesome, right? I can see that certain things are bolded, everything is on a separate paragraph, and that's why I gave you this template, so that it's very easy for you to format this. So it's pretty exciting. Now my product listing is pretty much up. Obviously it can't be seen by anybody because it's currently unavailable, meaning that there's no stock yet, so I actually have to add that shipment and then of course send the products to FBA. Once they get there, then this will mention the price and whatnot. But that's it. So now you've essentially created your product listing. You've hopefully optimized it to the best that you can, and now all you have to wait for is your product to get to Amazon FBA, inshallah, and this will go live.